come check this out.
Baggage screening is mandatory. Please remove all metallic objects and electronic devices when entering the safe area.
Happy holidays, agents and Twitchers and YouTubers. Welcome to This Week in Division. This is the holiday season, of course, so happy holidays to those who do celebrate this week. For those who don't celebrate, I hope you enjoy your time off work. We are obviously coming towards the end of the year, and this is going to be my last This Is in Division for this year, because next week I am away. So I'll explain more on that later, but let's get into the thick of why you subscribe to this video. And before I continue, I'd like to thank all the subscribers on YouTube for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Means a lot to me, and I will definitely start delivering even more content that you can sink your teeth into. Twitchers, thank you for watching me live. Those who are watching me now, or those that might watch me on playback on Twitch or YouTube, thank you so much for your continuous following. I do want to get them followers up, so please spread the word. I'm on the case, especially when it comes to the division. With that said, it is the holiday season. It is Tuesday, so we are in a new week in division. It is still year 7, season 4. Can you believe it? We're in the mutiny season, and the division story arc is continuing. Again, for those of you who want to know the whole division universe, if you look on YouTube, there's quite a few videos that give you the story arc, the lore, and everything. But if you want to hear it or you want to see it, the descent comms are the way to go. More on that shortly. Definitely do what we're about to do today, which is the scouts, and that will be the next video I do. So after, as I usually do, after this video, we take a short 5-minute break and we go straight into the scouts. With that said, agents, let's see what's happening this week in the division. So let's go to the projects. As always, the projects are as follows. We've got the season pass project, which is Camp White Oak, and you need to do the Camp White Oak mission on hard difficulty or higher. And the rewards optimization cache, SHD calibration, and a gear item. Now, you've seen the, if you're subscribed to my channel and you're used to my content, you've seen me build builds. You've seen me do the builds. You've seen me lately do a new damage armor build. You've seen my Hunter Fury build. You've seen my Strikers build. I was experimenting, which I will show. I'm sure one of my videos today I will show. There's a sniper build, a marksman build that I'm experimenting with. And with that, you'll see why the optimization cache is it's so, not even relevant, it's so important. It's essential part of any agent's build to, you know, to improve on the gear, to improve on your weaponry. So yeah, so when you hear that optimization cache, I'm going to emphasize on it every time I see it now, because it's really important. Daily project, agents, today is going to be hostiles have creeped into the White House area. So yes, it's activities in the White House area. As you know the shabazz how it goes. Is the White House named name was that two named enemies supply a control point, and you got to do Jefferson Trade. I'm sure I saw Jefferson Trade as one of the invaded missions, which I will do, and more invaded later. But yeah, so the weekly, you've got to do Outcast, Foggy Bottom area, got to do West End, so it's Outcast focus is the weekly, Federal Emergency, Potomac and Roosevelt. So that's the weekly. Again, the rewards, again, you get the free exotic components, you get the SHD calibration, and again, weaponry crafting cash. Again, need I say more? It is rewards that, yes, this is rinse and repeat. Every week we do this. But if you want to make your agent that better in the heat of battle, definitely worth going for this. Soft example, there was a gentleman we rode together with. We were doing the Krampus pack. You know, when you're roaming and you get them, they come out of nowhere, similar to how rogue agents do. And we're getting that a lot lately. Krampus packs and the rogue agents at the same time. Really exhilarating battles. Check the videos, you'll see it. But I was rolling with him, and he literally said to me, "I've copied your build, pal." And I copied my build. And I thought, oh yeah, well, messaged him, went into a party, they said, yeah, I've followed your build piece by piece, what's the problem with it? Check it out for me. And so, you know, there's an option where you can see someone's build. And that goes, basically, you need to expertise some of your pieces up, and you need to get a couple of mods on there. But with the mods, he was hitting better than me. His build is my build, but he increased it. So that's what, remember, I always say, agents, build, when you see my build, there's a universal way to do it, and there's living proof. But to get to the point, he was able to get more damage than me. The difference was only about 3,000 or 4,000 hits. You know what I mean? He was hitting 4,000 more than me in the damage criteria. But hey, it goes to show these builds do work. And I'm not boasting about my build, but I'm showing you focus on your build, you get these caches, you can get your build to be a super agent, if you want to call it. Weekly. Anyway, let's continue. I'll keep diversing. Listen, so far this week, Legendary's Man and Zoo. Man and Zoo's already tricky in Invader mission. You get the exotic cache, again, recalibration cache and optimization cache and a gear crafting cache. So that's Man and Zoo. Again, roll with 4 people is tricky, but then I would always say coordinate with 3 other agents and you should be fine in Man and Zoo Legendary. Your weekly requisition, SHD recognition, you know, you go and donate and you get an exotic cache and a named item cache and exotic, well, I've explained the exotic caches before, but you get the exotic weapon. If you don't want that weapon, you know, deconstruct it, you get the exotic item, exotic component, and that will go towards your exotics and obviously to improve your gun. Summit, again, exotic cache, recalibration cache, 15 floors of Summit. I know agents, I know there's 1 or 2 asked me, can you roll with me last week? I am so sorry, I got so caught up with the Krampus bounty, which is a great reward when you get it, and you know, the community challenge and everything, more on that later. I got so wrapped up in that, I forgot I need to do 15 floors of Summit. I promise you, I will get one done this week. Even if this is one run, I will make sure in the comments and on the description, it's very clear, it's 15 years of Summit, we'll get that done. Daily project for True Sons Agitation. That's for the retaliation. Complete a True Sons bounty, and you can get 100% retaliation. Weekly Descent project, as I was saying about the story arc and wanting to know what's happening, where we are in the story. You're going to see the collectibles there, the Descent comms, worth listening to. Daily project and the weekly project in the Dark Zone are as usual. It's worth it if you want to go PvP, you want to go play v player. There's your rewards if you complete matches in conflict and neutralize agents in conflict. And obviously the weekly projects, you know, neutralize rogue agents in the Dark Zone, and you'll see your rewards there. And I can see you get some really good XP for your Dark Zone XP countdown. So that's for the projects. Nothing really changes in the projects. Obviously, every now and again you get content creator projects, and if they're on there, obviously I'll cover them. But that's it for the projects. Let's go to the Manhunt. So we are in week 4. We're in the first high value target. So again, for those who are used to my channel, you know what happens next. After this week in Division, I'll go straight into the scouts. Those who are watching for the first time, or those who want to know what happens with this, high value targets is if we do scouts week 1, 2, and 3. Again, high value targets are in week 4, which is this week, and next one's week 7, I remember, yes, and the next one is week 12. So the high value targets basically give you really good critical intel, and it's the end of this phase of the scouts. So we're in week 4, high value target, but then we still got to do objective 1, 2, and 3, which we'll do together in the next video. You got to activate that scout and you go and do those. So we're going to do them next. High value target, we're going to do that next in the next video. But again, you'll see the rewards there speak for itself. I think if I'm right, we'll end up with 15. Well, is it 15? 3, 6, 9, 9. I think not between 9 to 15 exotic components essential to get your guns up to its maximum level. So yeah, so that's the high value target this week. Is high value target is 4. Retaliation, you know how that goes. Check the channel. You'll see I've done quite a few retaliations in the past. Let's look at what's going on the seasonal event. So as you know, I explained last week, the seasonal event, there is a well, it's winter event 25, and it's the Krampus bounty. Now the Krampus bounty is amazing when you do it with 4 players. I will tell anyone that's not done it, anyone that wants to do it solo. I've done a few solo. It is so much more fun when you do it with 3 other agents. It is amazing. Obviously you get the winter key that goes to the cache, but usually the Krampus pack. So you and the thing is, when you're roaming, especially at control points, yeah, you get the Krampus pack, and they're usually the True Sons or the Outcasts or the Hyenas, and they hit harder and they come for you. Amazing. If you are solo, as you looked last week, I got caught out on the first scout. As soon as I got out there, here they came, took me out, and I was on the wrong build. I was going crazy. Anyone watch the video, you will see. But with that said, you get the Krampus pack, and they usually drop a winter key. No, sorry, they drop a bounty, and you can do the Krampus bounty. Once you do the Krampus bounty, they are coming at you. I actually counted at one point. I counted 9 individuals before we actually got to the main Krampus bounty. And it's always in the same location, and their location you can get, and I'm going to do it later. There's 3 different ways you can come into that location, but whichever direction you choose, the Krampus bounty is hard. It hits hard, it punches hard. So again, 4 people. You need 4 people to do it. You can do it individually. You've got a great build, but I would highly recommend a minimum of 3 people, but it's better with 4. You get the Krampus bounty, you get the winter key, and it goes to what I'm going to show you next. It goes towards the cache. Now, I've put it on the screen there so you can read it. Obviously, you can do this yourself. But obtain Krampus bounty obtained by defeating Krampus squads. I keep on saying pack, is actually squads. But the Krampus folk squads take out the Krampus and this forces for a guaranteed winter key. After event concludes, the bounty will no longer grant event exclusive rewards. So as again, I think this is going to the 6th. It's the 6th of January. This is going, it's a season. It's for the winter event. But when the winter event is over, it is over, agents. So I would highly recommend, yes, as a rinse and repeat, but keep rinsing and repeating, because again, you're going to see why in a moment. But open world presents are scattered all over DC, and find and open them for a chance for gear, legacy cosmetics, and winter keys. I've actually not looked for them, and there is a couple of videos out there on YouTube where there's locations where these presents are. I've not come across any. I've not looked. If you don't look, you don't gain, do you? So caches, use winter keys to open the apparel, gear, or community caches to obtain rewards. Caches can be opened from the seasoned vendor at the base of operations. So yeah, there's the seasoned vendor. I'll show you. Let me quickly show you. I'm standing up front of it. Yes, this is the season. No, over here. This is the season vendor here. You come to them, and I have so far got 23 keys, meaning I've not been working hard enough. But again, the more Krampus bounties you do, you get the winter keys, and as you just read there's presents all over the map. I'm gonna start looking for them, and you can get the winter keys, and this is what it goes towards. And the community cache. No challenges. What do you mean no challenges? I can donate key. Right. So as you can see, I'm on the bronze patch. I'm not done that much. Let's just donate 10 now. I've got 23. Let's do 13. Hey, let's do this community challenge, and I'll explain to why. That's going towards the community cache. Right. And I'm silver patch. I'm going towards the gold patch if I do 30. And I've got 7 more. Let's do that. Let's do that. There you go. I've got 3 keys. I've got a gold patch. Anyway, listen. Yeah. So the community cache is again, to explain the community cache, let's go back onto the main
inventory
screen
seasons.
There you go. Nope, season event. Right. So the community cache is for Xbox, PC, and PlayStation owners. Each has to donate 330,000 keys as a community, and it unlocks the cache at the end of the event. So we're all going towards a common goal. That's the community cache.
Inventory.
And as you can see, when I went in there, I'll keep diving towards screen to screen. As you can see, there's the Imperial cache, and there's the gear cache, and there's community cache. I can open this. When you open this, it gives you the cache. Quite a few people getting some surprises from these caches. I'm not, as you can see, I have 23 keys. Oh, Liberty, I've got the Liberty already. I want the Regulus. Anyway, this is what the keys do. It opens these caches, and there's a surprise at the end of it. So it's worth doing it, is what I'm trying to say, agent. So when you're doing this event, it is rinse and repeat, but there is good rewards at the end of it. I've heard people getting the Eagle Bearer. Some people got the Revenus, which I need to get as well. So it is worth it. So as you can see there, you can read through the community challenge and the community cache milestones. The link to the Ubisoft Division page will be in the description. So check the description. You can read through it and see it's a whole list of rewards that you can get. It is worth doing, is what my final point here is. So that's what's happening with the seasonal event. And as I said, the winter event, the winter event is going 2 weeks. 2 weeks and it's gone. So it's the rest of this week and the final week of the year, and it ends on I believe it's the first Tuesday of the new year. It is worth doing, agents. The community challenge, amazing. Like I said, those Crumpers bounties are amazing. It hits hard, it packs hard. It's really good to do as a team. I've been linking up with strangers, not just clan members. And the conversations you have, it's amazing, man, because people are saying, I've got this build, should I go with a skills, should I go with a damage? Listen, I'm going to be an armor tank, I'm going to roll in, I'm just going to be face tanking him, just surround him. Great coordination, what I'm trying to say here. So it's so much worth it. Jumping in a random party, asking people, do you want to mic up? Let's have a discussion about this. It is worth it. If you're with your clan, you know how the clan work, like especially with conflict in a dark zone, get your clan together, mic up, coordinate how you're going to take it out. There's different ways. An example, like I say, I go in with my armor damage build, where I'm face tanking, I'm pulling out, face tanking, you know what I mean? There's a guy that was just a tank. When I say a tank, he was getting abused left, right, and center, explosions, everything. He was just sitting there like, so what? Pat, 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 pat. And then there's a guy that came around with his skills on one side. I came in from the side with armor damage build. There's a guy up there was just a sniper. I'm like, marksman against the barrel. All right, where it was working. He was weakening people, taking off people's shields. We're in there. Listen. Exhilarating experience. Get a chance with 4 people, try it out. What I'm trying to say, go in with all your builds, then switch up builds. Find different ways to do it. It is worth it. So that's the winter event there. I hope I've not gone overboard there. I've been there for the longest time I've done this for. Winter event 25 is worth doing. That's what I'm trying to say here, agents. With that said, the season event, so the events timeline, we are in season XP event times 2. It ended. I'm talking about, we are now on 5 XP event. So again, everything you were doing, it's 5 times the XP. No way, if you are under watch level 1000, SHD watch level 1000, there is no way you don't go over that in this event. If you're looking for an exotic catcher, you can see what the bonus reward is. You're going to get one of the exotics that you're after. You will, if you just keep going at it. Agents, this is a war. We need to fight this war together, agents. 26th of December, Boxing Day, is Countdown Surge. Looking forward to that. That is at the power plant. That's going to be some good XP there. So that's what's happening on the events timeline. Of course, do your priority objectives, PvP activity or open world for those resources. Sometimes you get exotic caches from that as well. Sometimes you get resources, as well as resources there. Worth it. The journey, again, the journey's going smooth. I have actually, with my companion, completed the some of these with my companion. There's still a few more to go. Level up, tech line, but they're happening in the background, and it's worth completing them and unlocking the relevant rewards. Season pass, again. So with the let's just go through that quickly before I wrap up this video. 5 times XP event, right? How does that coincide with the season event, season pass? Well, you're going to be ranking through this. Like, for instance, when I do the scout video, which is the next video, I guarantee you, as soon as I get in there and make the first elimination, or I do the first objective, that will jump from there. Right, sorry, that will jump from there down to here. No problem. You'll level up so fast that you will be clearing this. And look at the rewards you're getting. I mean, I've got all of this to claim. But let's imagine if you started up here somewhere, you will complete this in one run. If you do an hour on division, you do the scouts, then let's say you're going to do the Compass Bounty. Do the scouts, do the Compass Bounty, you will clear this with fun. Look, you got the Zetic component there. What is that? Premium credits. You've got legacy cash, season cash. So there's other gear pieces you want to get from past manhunts and whatnot, or past legacy caches. There you go. So yeah, so I hope I've been there for 20 minutes. Wow. All right, so I've been there for 20 minutes now. I think I've covered everything. Priority objectives, event timeline, journey, season pass, seasonal event. Yes, I have
inventory.
So I think that's it, agent. So yeah,
Seasons.
the winter keys. You see, I've spent
Inventory.
some of them at the vendor.
Seasons.
It says keys donated, and yeah, there you go. So I need to donate more keys, basically.
Inventory.
With that said, agents, that's us for today. The invaded missions are as follows. Like I said, it is DCD headquarters, bank headquarters, and it is Camp White Oak. So it's not Jefferson. I thought it was Jefferson, but no, it's not. Yeah, that's it really, agents. Retaliation covered. So that's it for today. So listen, again, agents, this week in Division, thank you for watching. Next week, Tuesday, I will be away. For I hope it's a hard-earned break, but I'm going to be away for a few days, so you won't see me live on Tuesday. So the scout won't be done on Tuesday. It most likely will be done over the weekend, following weekend, New Year's weekend, before we go into the new year. So please don't be disappointed if you don't see me next Tuesday. I will be away. But when I do the scouts, I'll explain on that more, because I have seen some information about what the scouts are for next week, so that will be in the description there. So with that said, agents, I think we've covered everything. I hope I've not confused anybody. I hope it makes sense. I hope that you get a wider scope on what's due this week, so you can plan ahead on what you're going to do in the division as agents. Again, you've seen me say about the team theme, the team theme, but those, in other words, team up with people as much as you can, especially for the Compass Bounty. For the retaliation, definitely going to need 4 people. I would definitely say you need
Looks like someone's in a good mood.
to team up with 4 people. Sorry, I'm just distracted to see these people saluting.
Play
I don't know
emote.
why they're saluting me.
Cartwheel.
I think
Play
they want to
emote.
play around with the emotes.
Tap dance.
Let me tap marks for them. So, yeah, agent. So that's it for today. This week in Division. Again, season event is on. Seasonal event is on. Season pass is on. Party event is... You see all of this we've got to do. Agents, I'm excited because you go back a year and there's nothing to do in the Division. But the devs listened. The Division team, they listened. They're giving us so much content. Enjoy the content. Enjoy your holidays, agents. Thank you for watching today. I will be back in 5 minutes to do the scouts, and I'll do the manhunt scouts. I will activate week 4 and we'll do them together. And again, I'll give you more information on this week's scouts, and I'll give you some pre-information about next week's scouts, and we'll go from there. Agents, thank you for watching. If you kept up this far and seen this ugly mug and heard me rambling on about how great Division is, well, it is. I'm not getting paid for this. But I am so glad I am a Division agent, because I am having so much fun. I hope you are too. Happy holidays again for those who enjoy the holidays and do celebrate it. For those who don't, just enjoy your time of work if you've got a time of work, and stay safe, stay real, keep the fight going for Division agents.
Play emote.
Agents,
Super
I
money
will
shower.
certainly, as I always do, I will see you on the next live. Peace out.